Hi, welcome to another episode. To welcome to another episode of When Superheroes Turn. Now, last week we took a look on. I'm Kevin Michael, by the way. Sorry, I'm Kevin Michael. Last week I mentioned some of my greater films. Now, this week I want to mention some of my lesser films like Willy Wonka Kills Oompa Loompas, or if you may not remember, The Next Robin, the next new Robin, which was a lesser film of mine, I admit. I mean, I loved working on that film. Don't get me wrong. You might also remember some of my TV shows like The Nerdy Boys, or which is a play on the Jersey Boys. The Kevin Michael story show, which I was the narrator of, or How We Met, which is a trilogy of How I Met Your Mother and a sequel to How I Met Your Father, which is kind of a interesting story, which I loved working on that project, but it was a great show. But today we're going to take a look on today's episode of When Superheroes Turn. We are going to take a look at Omni-Man from the hit show Invincible, based on the comic. Now, when we see Omni-Man, right? I believe that's his name, Omni-Man. We see a father, right? Wishing and hoping his son gets powers. And he does get powers, but he pushes him just a little too far. Just a little too far. But, I can admit, dads can push their kids a little too far. I mean, just look at my kids. They've been pushed way too far, but they still love their good old dad. But did he go overboard? Absolutely, he did. But we're just gonna take a little look-see and see some of the things he's done, right? Here's some clips. Man, those are some great clips, weren't they? But, it is what it is, I am joined by a special guest. And it is not the same guest as before. No. It is first man of psychiatry or whatever, superhero psychiatry. Oh, sorry, my bad. The first man of superhero behavior therapy, Mr. What's your name again? Okay. I am joined by Mr. Hinkdink. Don't know why Hinkdink is a thing, but okay. Yeehaw! Hello, everybody. Welcome. Now I am a man of superhero behavior. Now, I am from the Midwest, the wild west of the great state of USA. Now, in my profession, I like to say how I like to just sit back and say how it's an honor to be a part of such a great show with a great host like Kevin Michael. Now, when we look at Omni-Man, right, we see a father who's been saving the world saving the universe as long as he could, and honestly, I can see why he has turned. When you're doing the same thing over and over again for years upon years, decades upon decades, millennia upon millennia, right? You can start to shift your attitude on the universe and the world. Now, is it his fault that he wanted his son to join his heritage? No, it is not wrong. In fact, it is quite normal for that to happen. But it is however, it is wrong that he wanted his son to have his son turn his back on humanity. Just look at the great things humanity has done for the universe. Aliens are living peacefully among us, and we know that thanks to Men in Black. We invented TV. We invented acting. we created civilizations of culture and art and so many things, like great tasting foods. Like, who doesn't love a good chicken, you know? Who doesn't love a good pork sandwich? I could go for a good pork sandwich, you know? And, you know, I could also travel the world and eat whale for if I wanted to eat whale. I could go hop over to China, teleport to China or Japan, and eat myself a delicious plate of whale meat. Or we could have some shark, you know. But why? But the question is, why turn on humans? Why? Because he was getting bored. And in the first season, we got a reason. The reason was because he was a part of an alien civilization that was built on evoluting the universe and into their empire, taking over the universe, kinda like Thanos did with the MCU. Now, why are these aliens in these shows so hell-bent on taking over the universe? Well, it's probably because the mommy and daddies left. They went to the space store. They went to the nearest space store and never came back. I believe that is what happened. But who truly knows? Maybe they had some really bad parents. You know? But anything is possible, you know? We don't really know too much about Omni-Man and its plans for universal domination. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys. Right now, I'm going to hand it over to Kevin Michael, your host for this evening, and yeah. Welcome. Okay, so wow, that is great. We will be right back after these messages. Okay, welcome back. And so, wow, give it up for my special guest, Tink Dink. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. I don't know. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. But you know, that gives us a lot to think about, doesn't it? Well, next week, that's all I have for you guys so far for this episode. Next week, we are going to take a look at Icarus from the Eternals. That is next week's episode of When Superheroes Turn. I've been your host, Kevin Michael. I'm signing off. Have a good day. And don't turn. Thanks. Bye.